Hey, what's going on, everybody? Nick Deckard here with the fourth episode of OC Access. And today we have a very, very special guest. And this one, there's actually going to be a very exciting event coming up that he's going to talk to us about. And we'd love to see you out there. So without further ado, this is Kevin Mars. He is the president of what is called the South Jersey Boardriders, a relatively new nonprofit that's focused on not only the sport of surfing, but also they pump a ton of energy back into the community and helping others. So welcome, Kevin. I appreciate you taking some time to chat today.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah, I'm excited to talk today to you guys and your listeners.
Absolutely. No sweat. So this is a surprise on you, but how I usually start these to break the ice a little bit and let people get to know you a little bit more. Some rapid fire questions, just the first answer that comes to your mind. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Vanilla.
Oh, all right. I like you already. My wife rips on me for being so boring with vanilla all the time, but that's fantastic.
Straightforward.
Favorite local pizza joint?
Macamanco's.
Can never go wrong with that.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's forever Macamanco.
I'm a throwback.
I know. I think I might know the answer to this one. If you had to pick one, beach or bay?
Beach.
If you won the lottery, what would you do?
Make sure my family's good, and then potentially travel, hopefully the world if it's enough money. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely. And last but not least, if there was a movie made about your life, who would you want to play you?
Kevin Costner.
There we go. That's a good one. Very nice.
So
I know. Usually we get a little bit of confusion on that one, but then it turns into like the super hunks. We've had Mark Wahlberg, we've had The Rock as answers. So I'm going in that direction in a hurry. But
not a super hunk.
Costner's a jam, man. Costner's a gem. Let's talk about Boardriders and kind of how it started, what it's all about, and tell us a little bit about yourself too. Kind of how did you come up with the idea? What's it all about?
Basically, what the Boardriders is it's Boardrider clubs from Long Beach Island all the way down to Cape May and everywhere in between. So there's 8 clubs, and they're under one roof, kind of similar to like the NBA would be. So the way that happens is it all comes into South Jersey Boardriders under that authority. And so what we did is we drafted off originally from the Australian Boardriders clubs, which are very popular in Australia, where basically every town has their own little club of surfers, boardriders, things like that they teach the community how to surf, somewhere where they can kind of like hang out and to learn about the culture and things like that. So that was initially what we were trying to do. And then West Coast Boardriders was kind of happening just a couple years before us. And that I have quite a few friends in the industry. I work at Heritage. So as a result, a lot of those guys were kind of pressuring me and saying, hey, start something in New Jersey. And so I got with Rob Kelly, who's a prominent Ocean City surfer. And we actually started talking and put together a board of basically potential people to be a part of Boardriders. And like I said, we put together about 8 clubs, and it was very organic, but we wanted something that was a nonprofit to give back to our community through, number one, through the culture, through the community, building that community of ocean lovers and surfers. And then finally, like conservation is our other pillar. And that actually gives us, taking care of our space, basically the beach, our great natural resource. And so that was kind of the whole beginning of it. And then the fun part, the marketing part, is the competition. So each town actually, we get to compete against each other. So there's like this friendly camaraderie of competition that's team oriented, which surfing is very an individual sport, as you know. So it's kind of interesting to see when a team comes together, how they're pulling for each other, because each person on the team actually goes towards the winning team's points. So it's very important to have that kind of aspect together, and to just drill down a little bit more that we do for the actual competition. There's 7 divisions, which include women's, Groms, which are like 14 and under, and then 15 to 19, and then 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. So all the generations get to participate on the team. So it's pretty interactive and fun, and really gets kind of like I said, the camaraderie and the community going.
Yeah, I think you hit on a couple important things, and I've been to a couple of the competitions, and it was really cool to see just the atmosphere, and also, like you said, the teamwork that's required. It's not just it's not your best player goes out and that's the only score that counts. You have all the rules set up so that everybody truly can be involved. It's all about having fun and working together. But you also hit on the pillar of conservatorship, conservation. Just blank on for a second. So the other ones are
the culture, community, and conservation, and then competition is definitely it's kind of like I said, it's the conduit that everything kind of goes through. That's the marketing side, the fun side of it. Our pillars definitely are focused on kind of I'm from the surf shop, so the surf shop used to be the space where we would create the community and people would learn the culture. And it's changed because just naturally with digital and things like that, kids aren't as inclined to go to the surf shop to learn about different things. So this gives them a really good tool that's allowing for like older people to see what the new generation's all about, and then vice versa. The older generation can kind of give to the kids, their knowledge of the ocean, all those things that they're intangibles too. Like they're things that just kind of rub off that you learn through through your elders, and it's very important for us to make sure that we have that community together, and South Jersey's a really incredible place for that, and because you're more in the Ocean City zone. I mean, Ocean City Boardriders is such a strong community. It's amazing for surfing. It's just that's where I grew up. It's been a great asset to South Jersey for as a great activity for people to do.
No, I totally agree. And I think, in so many ways the surfing community and the culture obviously permeates, right? It's everywhere here, not just, the OC Surf Cafe, surf themed everything, but it's always been in the background, I think, of one of the parts that people enjoy about Ocean City and the different parts of South Jersey along the shore. I think you guys are really doing a great job kind of pulling it all together and really having a lot of organized events, right? The competition, and then this Saturday you have the holiday surf drive, right, down in Wildwood.
Yeah, so the holiday surf drive is basically it kind of drafts off of what started these guys that I'm friends with, Positive Vibe Warriors. They actually are an organization out in California, and they've teamed up with Vans footwear to actually go, and they would take boards from all over the country, each surf shop, and they would take any used equipment, put it all together, and then go to a certain place like maybe South Africa, Trinidad, different places that were underprivileged people would be that would need that equipment, and then they would bring and distribute that equipment to them. So we kind of thought maybe it'd be cool to do something that's like a little more localized. So our structure is bring the used equipment, surfboards, wetsuits, obviously clean wetsuits, and usable, anything that's usable from a surf equipment standpoint, fish, fins, leashes, things like that are needed, because obviously you need that whole package in order for kids to surf. But what we do is we take it all there, we gather it, and then we take it from there and distribute it throughout all of South Jersey with through the schools. So superintendents and any administration, we try and contact those people. In the past, Matt Carey was a big proponent of helping us to do that. He's going to assist it any way he can right now. He's right now a superintendent, but he basically put a lot of things together last year or 2 years ago when we did it, and we were able to give up to 70 boards out to kids throughout South Jersey. So
that's awesome. I mean, that's such a huge part, again, of what your focus is. So I know not everybody, I'll say myself included, is too great at actually surfing. It's fun, right? It doesn't really matter how good or bad you are. It's just a fun sport to be out there in the ocean. But for people who are less inclined, in terms of the event, like, how can people support that besides can they show up? Is there a ticket?
So they can show up for sure. Our social events are about our members, our membership, basically. And our membership goes from, like you said, those that are enthusiasts all the way through to anyone that might be like an aunt or an uncle who just enjoys being at the beach, and we've done beach cleanups, all these smaller events to help our community at large. So if you are an ocean lover, it's a good thing to be a part of a membership for. And so as a result, we have like 2 free drink tickets, and we're doing a discounted menu down there at Mud Hen is the location, down in Wildwood, and it's a really nice venue. They put a Christmas tree up for us. We have a band playing. So there's all sorts of fun things, but it's really focused around, making sure our membership has that time to talk to people and to really, like I said, spread the culture and enjoy each other's company and hopefully learn from each other's experiences.
That's awesome. So in terms of membership, I know you mentioned that. Can you talk a little bit about how that works? Again, let's say somebody wanted to sign up, whether they wanted to come to the event or if they just wanted to learn more about how being a member can help with your mission. Can you tell us a little bit about how that works?
Yeah. So, sjboardriders.com is our website. And at that spot, at that location, you can join up membership. And the membership is $35. You'll get a t-shirt that has South Jersey Boardriders on there. And then you'll have access to all these great events that we do. Also, you'll be able to participate in any of the surf competitions if the captain chooses you to be a part of the team. Typically, it's usually a more competitive set on that side of things. Okay. But there are certain roundup type events that we do. Like I technically belong to Ludlam Island Boardriders, and those guys are Sea Isle and Strathmere. So we've done movie nights at the beach with bonfires and stuff like that. So there's kind of these small little community things that we're doing. And then that would help. Obviously that helps us to be able to run our events. And ultimately I didn't mention, but we are actually part of US Boardriders, which is now just brand new. And they've invited us to compete nationally next in 2022, in April 2022 at Trestles in San Clemente, California.
That's awesome.
So potentially if you're part of the team, you could maybe get to surf Trestles with 4 other people on the water. So that's pretty exciting.
That's really cool. So outside of sjboardriders.com, you guys on social media, how can people find you and kind of follow what's going on?
Yeah, we're on Instagram at SJBoardriders. That's probably our strongest communication for sure for most people. Yeah, I mean, even on our website, you can download. We have a trifold. If you did want to mail in a membership as well, you can do it there. If you just want to send a check. And then there'll be opportunities for donations. We're also going to be raffling 3 boards off at the Mud Hen event. And what our goal there is to, once we raffle off those, the money will go towards, we do ocean awareness for underprivileged kids, especially up in Atlantic City. So what we do is we'll put that money towards softboards so that we can have equipment for those kids. So it's real easy for them to learn how to surf.
That's awesome. No, I think what you guys are doing is not just admirable, but I mean, it's such an important part of South Jersey, connecting everything. Again, like you said, I know I'm mostly Ocean City based, but South Jersey is its own community. North Jersey can draw that line and they can stay up there if they so choose. But everybody down here, even though we have different cultures on each of the different islands and different flavors, we are one big community. And it's really, really cool what you guys are doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most gratifying thing I've ever done in my life, honestly. I mean, I've always looked for something charitable to do, and it's just inspiring to see so many people that have great experience from surfing, and they're able to give it back. It's a great way for them to to give back to the whole entire culture and community. So it's good.
That's awesome. Well, Kevin, I appreciate you again taking a few minutes to chat. And if anybody, again, is thinking about heading down on Saturday to Mudhen, make sure that if you're not already a member, hop on the website, sign up. And then, like you said, you get two free drink tickets. You can come collaborate and, make some new friends. So, Kevin, I appreciate it again. And any last words before we part?
No, I just want to thank you for having us allow us to promote what we do, and looking forward to Saturday, and it should be a great event.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to seeing you there in person. And enjoy Thanksgiving, since that is in 2 days.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, thanks. I'll talk to you, man.
All right, sounds good.
All right.